Guys, and I haven't uploaded recently. I've just been busy with college stuff, and I'm also trying to finish a book I've been writing. Whoop whoop for since last year. But yeah, today I'm actually going to speak on something that's a little bit different from my usual misconception series, and that is I'm willing to bet that you know someone who is very skeptical of Christianity because of the hypocrisy that some Christians have displayed, or those who are hurt by the church because the leaders have abused their power to exploit them. And I just want to say that just because there are a few bad eggs doesn't mean that, Jesus is someone that we must discard for that. Because in this day and age, it's hard to keep trust, especially when someone who is supposed to be good or, you expect to be good isn't actually that. And this happens in Christianity. But it's not something that, um, catches us by surprise, because in Acts 20, 2 Timothy 4, and 2 Corinthians 11 are just a few places that pretty much predict that there will be Christians or people who seem Christian enough who will literally deceive people and pretty much exploit those who believe them. And it is a genuine problem, especially with the rise of social media, where anyone can literally just take a phone and just literally upload and say whatever they want, and it can be really, really dangerous. However, there's this guy I saw, Frank Turek. He's a great theologian, and one of the things he said that's kind of amazed me to this day is he used this example of a guy playing a piano, and what he said is that if someone is bad at playing Beethoven or doesn't play him well, then who do you blame? The guy who isn't playing well or Beethoven? And that can also be very much applied to Christianity. Now, it's not accusatory to you guys or, trying to come against you who've been hurt. It's just a food for thought, because this is actually kind of one of the reasons why we should study the Bible and carefully examine what the scriptures say. Because if you don't know what the Bible says about Jesus, then how are you going to know who Jesus truly is, and actually see if the people representing him truly represent him or just claim to? Because the Bible describes in detail the love and gentleness and kindness and absolute goodness of Jesus, and it's such a sharp contrast to these false teachers and hypocritical Christians. Now, I know that something when this happens, it hurts deep. But I would encourage you, if you have been hurt or if you are someone who's skeptical of Christianity, I would really, truly encourage you to look at who the Bible says who Jesus is and see for yourself. You start with the Gospels, with Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and go from there to the epistles. And, guys, that'll be it for today. But, yeah, I do pray that this video will bless you in some way. And, yeah, if you have any questions, you are very much welcome to ask them in the comment sections or DM me. And, yeah, please send this to someone who you know needs to hear this. And yeah, God bless, and may the Lord be with you.